Hello everyone, welcome to Happiness Habits. This is happiness coach Cyril Joseph. The mission of Happiness Habits is to spread happiness and joy to everyone. In this video, we will be discussing about how to deal with uncertainty.
Dealing with uncertainty is a common challenge for many people. Uncertainty can be caused by a variety of factors such as unpredictable circumstances, lack of control over future events, and the uncertainty of the future. Here are some tips on how to deal with uncertainty. 1. Embrace uncertainty as a part of life. Accept that uncertainty is a natural part of life and that it is unavoidable. 2. Focus on what you can control. Instead of worrying about things that are beyond your control, focus on what you can control, such as your actions, thoughts, and responses.
Why is it that when we are faced with uncertainty, our fight and flight response is triggered and we go into a very extreme emotional state?
When we are faced with uncertainty, our fight, flight, or freeze response is triggered due to the potential threat or danger that comes with it. Our bodies have evolved to react to uncertainty as a potential threat, which triggers a physiological response that prepares us to either fight, flee, or freeze in order to survive. This response is a natural and adaptive response to uncertainty, but it can also be overwhelming and lead to extreme emotional states.
When we are in this state of panic, what is the best way to relax and get back on track?
When we find ourselves in a state of panic due to uncertainty, the best way to relax and get back on track is to practice some deep breathing or grounding techniques. Deep breathing can help to slow down the heart rate and reduce the physiological symptoms of panic. Grounding techniques such as mindfulness meditation, focusing on the sensations in your body, or engaging in distracting activities can help to redirect your focus and bring you back to the present moment.
What if someone is in a prolonged state of uncertainty, especially due to, let's say, immigration issues or relationship issues? In such a situation, what is the best way to handle the feelings?
In a prolonged situation of uncertainty, such as immigration issues or relationship issues, it's important to practice self-care and maintain healthy coping mechanisms. This can include engaging in regular exercise, getting enough sleep, and maintaining a healthy diet, as well as seeking social support from friends, family, or even a therapist. Additionally, it can be helpful to keep a positive mindset by focusing on the things that are in your control and taking proactive steps to address the sources of uncertainty. It may also be useful to practice mindfulness meditation or journaling to help manage stress and emotions.
If someone wants a simple life, if someone wants a conservative life, how can they achieve that and try to restrict their exposure to uncertainty?
Achieving a simple and conservative lifestyle that minimizes uncertainty can be done by prioritizing simplicity in one's habits, routines, and choices. This can involve cultivating mindfulness and intentional living, setting boundaries with friends and family, and reducing one's exposure to sources of uncertainty, such as excessive news or social media consumption. It can also involve making proactive decisions to avoid or minimize risky situations and activities, and prioritizing self-care practices that help to reduce stress and anxiety. Additionally, setting clear financial and personal goals can help to reduce the uncertainty around the future.
What if after several attempts and measures and trying the best, an individual is not able to create the stability for themselves? In such a situation, how do they face their future?
In situations where an individual has tried their best to create stability for themselves, but still feel that they are facing an uncertain future, it's important to remember that life is unpredictable and it's not always possible to control everything. And in such a situation, the best thing to do is to acknowledge that uncertainty is a part of life and to focus on what you can control. This can include setting clear goals and taking practical steps to achieve them, as well as practicing mindfulness and self-care to reduce stress and anxiety. It can also be helpful to seek support from friends and family, or even a therapist to help through difficult times.
When someone is low on confidence or has entered into depression, in such a state, they assume the worst case scenario and they also have to deal with plenty of uncertainty. How can they overcome such challenges? What are the practical approach that they can take?
Can be difficult to deal with low confidence or depression when facing plenty of uncertainty and negative thinking. One practical approach that can help is to challenge negative thought patterns by focusing on positive and productive thoughts and reframing negative thoughts in a more positive light. Additionally, it can be helpful to practice mindfulness or other relaxation techniques to reduce stress and anxiety, and to focus on self care activities such as exercise and healthy eating. It can also be helpful to reach out for social support from friends, family, or even a therapist to help through difficult times.
When someone is going through a change in lifestyle, in the sense that they are aging and they have some changes, either their initial energy or enthusiasm towards life has dwindled. In such a transformation stage, how does the person handle uncertainty?
As someone goes through a period of aging and experiences a change in lifestyle, such as a decrease in energy or enthusiasm, they may also face uncertainty about the future. In such a situation, it's important to focus on the things that are in their control and to make proactive decisions to manage the change. This can include setting clear goals, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and engaging in activities that bring joy and fulfillment, as well as seeking support from family and friends. Additionally, it can be helpful to practice mindfulness and other relaxation techniques to reduce stress and anxiety and to approach the uncertainty with an open and positive mindset.
Can you give 8 affirmations to deal with uncertainty?
One, I trust myself to handle any uncertainty that comes my way. Two, I am strong, capable, and resourceful even in uncertain times. Three, uncertainty is a natural part of life and I can move through it with grace and resilience. Four, I let go of my need to control things that are out of my control. Five, I focus on what I can do and what I can control rather than worrying about what I can't. Six, I acknowledge and accept my feelings and allow myself to feel whatever comes up. Seven, I stay grounded in the present moment. And
When someone has to deal with major uncertainty like health issues, how should they cope with that?
dealing with major uncertainty, such as health issues, can be challenging and overwhelming. To cope with it, here are some suggestions. One, seek support. Reach out to friends, family, and or healthcare professionals for emotional and practical support. Two, educate yourself. Learn as much as you can about your condition and treatment options. Three, practice self-care. Take care of your physical and mental health by eating well, exercising, and engaging in relaxation techniques such as meditation or yoga. Four, focus on the present. Instead of worrying about the future, focus on what you can do in the present.
In our lifetime, we face so much uncertainty. How can we make sure that the next generation faces less uncertainty and they have a more stable lifestyle?
There are several ways we can make sure the next generation faces less uncertainty and has a more stable lifestyle. One, improving education and career opportunities for the next generation can help them build stronger foundations for their future. Two, encouraging resilience and adaptability can help them navigate through uncertain times. Three, promoting access to healthcare and other resources can help reduce the impact of unexpected challenges. Four, fostering a culture of mindfulness and emotional intelligence can help the next generation manage stress and anxiety that comes with uncertainty.
When we have so much passion, say towards a particular project or towards a particular relationship, and those are not getting fulfilled the way we want it, then how do we deal with the uncertain outcome?
Dealing with uncertainty in relation to unmet passions or expectations can be challenging, but there are coping strategies that can help. Some suggestions include one, practicing self compassion. Remind yourself that it's okay to feel disappointed or frustrated and be kind to yourself. Two, focusing on the present. Instead of worrying about the future or dwelling on the past, Focus on the moment you are in and practice mindfulness techniques. 3, reevaluating goals. Take time to reassess your goals and identify what can be changed or improved. 4, nurturing other passions. Explore and cultivate new interests or other passions instead.
When someone embarks on a spiritual journey and they start their spiritual growth, there is a lot of uncertainty at the beginning stages. How can they trust themselves to confidently walk on the spiritual path?
When someone embarks on a spiritual journey and begins their spiritual growth, it is normal to feel uncertain and overwhelmed. Building trust in themselves to confidently walk on the spiritual path can be achieved through practices such as meditation, prayer, and positive self talk. Additionally, seeking support from like minded people and mentors can help to provide a sense of guidance and reassurance. Lastly, having patience and faith in themselves in the process can help to foster trust and confidence in their spiritual journey.
When someone is overconfident and they believe something to be true, which is not necessarily true, and then they have to face reality in terms of either rejection, financial loss, or some kind of health issues, how should they have the courage to face this reality and deal with the uncertainty?
When someone is overconfident and faces a reality check such as rejection, financial loss, or health issues, it can be difficult to face the uncertainties that come with it. And the best approach to dealing with such a situation is to 1, accept the reality and acknowledge the difficult emotions that come with it. 2, take responsibility for the actions that led to the situation and learn from the experience. 3, seek support from friends, family, or professionals to help cope with the uncertainty. 4, develop resilience and learn how to adapt to the changes that the situation brings.
When someone is in denial and they need help, but they are unable to let go of their fixed way of thinking, how can they be more open to receiving?
When someone is in denial and unable to let go of their fixed way of thinking, it can be challenging to encourage them to become more open to receiving. Here are some suggestions. 1, approach them with empathy and understanding rather than judgment or criticism. 2, try to understand their perspective and feelings and validate their emotions. 3, share your own experiences and offer support without trying to force a change. 4, encourage them to seek professional help, such as therapy or counseling if needed. 5, be patient and allow them time to process and come to their own realizations.
How to truly accept the uncertainty of life? Because uh, anything can happen at any time. There could be a car accident, there could be a natural disaster, there could be some kind of attack, or there could be some health issues that might suddenly creep up. How should we completely embrace and acknowledge this uncertainty of life?
To truly accept the uncertainty of life, it is important to recognize and acknowledge that life is unpredictable and uncertain, and that we do not have control over everything. Here are some steps to help you embrace and acknowledge the uncertainty of life. 1, accept that uncertainty is a part of life and that we cannot control everything. 2, practice mindfulness and live in the present. 3, focus on what you can control and let go of what you cannot control. 4, develop resilience and adaptability to deal with unexpected challenges. 5, focus on creating positive experiences and relationships rather than worrying about the future.
Can you summarize everything about uncertainty that we discussed?
Sure, here is a summary of what we discussed about uncertainty. 1, uncertainty is a natural part of life and it is unavoidable. 2, it's important to embrace uncertainty and accept it as a part of life. 3, focusing on the present moment and developing mindfulness can help to reduce anxiety and distress related to uncertainty. 4, developing resilience and adaptability as well as focusing on what we can control can help us navigate uncertain situations more effectively. 5, it's important to seek support from others and practice self-care to cope with the emotional impact of uncertainty.
I think we had such an amazing conversation about how to deal with uncertainty, and I truly appreciate your help.
I agree. It was a great conversation. I'm glad that I was able to help. If If you have any more questions or if there's anything else I can assist you with, feel free to ask. Have a great day.
All right. Bye bye.